Hello. So today I wanted to talk about something that I was not expecting to feel or become as a mom. So before I had my baby, before I even got pregnant, just, I've always been a little bit practical and I've been very observant. I've worked as a nanny, so I've seen how other moms live their motherhood, and I like to observe and see like, oh, I like that, I want to apply that whenever I become a mom, or I don't want to apply that whenever I become a mom. And something that I've seen in different something that I've seen is that some moms become like motherhood becomes their whole identity and they get completely absorbed by it, and in a sense they kind of forget that they're also, a woman, a wife, a friend. They're not just a mom, but motherhood just absorbs them so much. And I've seen other moms, new moms, that balanced it so well and so nicely, at least in my eyes. No shame on the other ones. It's just different ways. But for me, I really liked how these other moms that I've worked for, um, granted, they have my help, but they were able to balance things a little bit more in the sense of, um, they would be okay with leaving their kids with somebody else so that they can go ahead and do their own thing. And I thought something like that I would like to be that way whenever I have my own kids. I would like to, probably just leave my baby or my child, or my baby actually, with my in-laws or with my mom for like a week and go and spend some nice time, like a vacation with my husband. And, that's totally fine because I need to nurture my relationship with my husband and all of these things. And whenever I have my baby, my mom offered to come and help for a month. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take the help. And yeah, like practically it's like I want to be that way. I don't want my baby to absorb my life, and I want to be balanced and remember that I'm a woman as well and get the help that I am able to and just take it and all good. So yeah, that's not how things unfolded. As soon as I had my baby, something like crazy, it's just something crazy happened that's, I feel, is a little bit irrational, and I guess it's pretty much instinctual. I think they call it like this mama bear instinct, that I just wanted to be with my baby at all times, and I did not want anybody else to hold my baby. Now, it's not that I would be like, oh, don't hold my baby, but it was just like inside of me, it's like I want to be holding my baby. I like, if my husband would ask like, do you want me to take her? I would be like, no, it's okay, I got her, because I wanted to stay with her. Even if I was tired, sleep deprived, maybe wasn't able to eat yet, and I was like in pain, postpartum body, I was like, it's all right, I got her, because I wanted to be the one that cared for her, the one that nurtured her, that fed her, that soothed her to sleep. Like any kind of like need that she had, I wanted to be the one that supplied it. So much so that this is where I feel like the irrational part started happening, is that whenever we started having visit, like my mom or my mother-in-law, and they would ask like, hey, can I hold the baby? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I would give the baby. um, I remember my mother-in-law, she took the baby. I gave her the baby, I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, she wasn't there. And I'm like, where's my baby? And I go and I realized that she had taken her to the nursery and she was just hanging there with the baby. And I'm like, inside of me, I was like, why did she take my baby to a different room without letting me know, or without telling me any, like why would she do that? And the same thing happened with my mom. Whenever she came to help, at some point she took her, and I told her this experience with my mother-in-law, and she's like, I'm just gonna take her, like, you just stay. Like, she kind of ignored the fact that I mentioned that I felt uncomfortable with her being removed from my sight, but she kind of ignored it, and she took her to the nursery instead of staying in my bedroom as well. And I was just like spiraling and thinking like, why would she do that? I literally just told her that I didn't like it when my mother-in-law did it. And I had to send her this like text telling her like, mom, I'm really appreciative of your help, but please, like, I just right now I do want to see my baby at all times. So she respected that, and after that she would just, you know, she would ask me if she was going to take her any place. She would first ask me, do you want me to take her or just stay here? And depending on that, I would be like, yeah, you can take her or just stay here. But I was just very, like, in a sense controlling, but it was not in a sense, it was not because I was micromanaging and I didn't feel that my mom can't take care of her. It's not that I didn't feel that my husband couldn't take care of her or that they're gonna harm her, but I just had this protective instinct of, like, I'm the only one who can care for her right now. Even though rationally I knew that was not the truth, inside of me, I was the only one that could care for my baby. And the other thing is not just, I guess whenever I rationalized it, even though I rationalized and I was aware that, okay, my mom is perfectly capable of making my baby fall asleep. I've seen how my mom is able to soothe her if she's crying, to help her. But I also wanted to be the one that soothed her to sleep. Me. I want to provide that soothness to my baby. I want to be her everything. So forget about, like, leaving my baby for a week with my in-laws or anything like that. I was like, no way. Like, my mom did offer to stay with my baby so that my husband and I could go on a date night, and we ended up accepting it because of the changes. Like, things were a little bit rough in our relationship, so we realized the importance of, like, let's go on a date, let's, you know, nurture our relationship, because it is important, especially if we want to model a healthy marriage for our baby. But that day after I left her, I cried on my way to the restaurant, because I was just so sad, and I missed her, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was just so sad. So anyways, I guess that was probably the first, I want to say, a month and a half or 2 months. She just turned 3 months. I am definitely in a point where I'm perfectly fine. It wears off. That's all I wanted to say. It wears off. It's not that I don't love my baby anymore, but this instinctual, like, need of, like, being her sole provider and her everything, and not wanting to give her to other people. And I'd rather be sleep deprived and hungry and smelly because I'm not eating or sleeping or showering, in order to be the only one that cares for her. Like, I'm past that. Like, I'm like, yes, please take my baby so I can take a shower. Yes, please take a baby. I would love to take a nap. Or, you know, I'm like, I'm good now. So I guess what I wanted to say is, if you're going through that, it's normal. It happens. And just embrace it. Honestly, I wouldn't say, in a sense, I felt bad, and I felt like I had to push against it and be like, no, I should give my baby, and I should be totally fine with giving her away, because that's what I had set my mind to. That's what I said. I'm not gonna be absorbed by my baby. I'm not gonna be just put motherhood as my sole identity, and like this and that, and like rationalize my way out of these emotions that I was feeling and this instinctual needs that I was having. Like, no need. Embrace it. I'm happy that my mom respected it after we had this conversation. She's like, you know, it's fine. Take her. Let me know if you want to give her to me so you can take a break or whatever. But if all you want to do is just be with her right now, be with her right now. And I did, and I don't regret it one single bit. So if you're in the same boat, hug your baby, do your contact naps. If you want to be sleep deprived so that you can be her sole provider of everything, you know, do it. It's gonna wear off. At least that's what I've experienced. And yeah, why go against something you're feeling if you don't really need to? Your baby needs you, and she loves you. She's been 9 months in your womb. Like, you've been her everything for her whole life. So, you know, I think that instinct is only natural, that you just want to, that's why they call it the 4th trimester. It's like you're still with her, you're still connected to her, and she still wants to be connected to you. So just embrace it, and you'll grow out of it. She'll grow out of it, and she will never need you as much, and maybe you will never need her as much, in a sense, as well. So embrace that season. And yeah, I've been there too, so I totally get it, and it's okay. All right, that's all I wanted to share for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.